Precedence tables is a table containing the activities of a project and the immediate predecessors. In other words, the activity you have to do before the next activity. So let's have a look at this table. Draw an activity network from the precedence table shown on the right. Okay, so we start with A because A doesn't have an activity yet because that's your starting point. So you don't have any other activity that needs to be done before A. So that means A is our starting point. So let's label A there. So that's our start. Okay, we put a note. So after activity A, so the immediate predecessor, the activity you have to do after A is B. So B is B, C, and D. B, C, and D. Alright, the other thing to remember is it's always a good idea to use a pencil. So just in case if you have to do adjustment here and there. And let's get the other letters. So this is done, that's done, that's done. So the next thing is letter E. So E happens after B. So you put there. E, put your note there. And again, you have to do C, F. It is right after C. So the immediate predecessor, the activity you have to do before activity F is C. All right, now we're done with those. So G is after D, so that is there. So you join it there. So this is the last activity, so that has to happen somewhere there, so that's the line. So another thing to remember is you can have a network that is open, so that has to be joined, so somehow we have to join it. So that's why it's a good idea to use a pencil so that you do some sort of adjustment. So that means we have to make sure those activities are joined. So we have to wrap off that so that we make sure they're all joined. So get rid of that and draw it again. So, okay, so that goes there. Okay, so that's there. And this has to be joined. So we also have to get rid of G. And we extend F. That was activity G. And this is activity F. Oops, you just make it more straight. Alright, that looks okay. All right, now, so this is the start, and that is the finish line, because a project has to have a start and a finish line. All right, let's have a look at another example. So this is the second example that is about drawing a network from a precedence table. Again, as I said before, just to make sure you use a pencil, it's much easier. So activity A and B, they don't have immediate predecessors, so we start with those. So that means activity A there and activity B there, and you put a note there, another note up there. So after the immediate predecessor, after activity and B, or C, well, this C comes after A, so this is going to be C there. That's what you put it, C activity. And you have got activity D right after D, so you put it there. Okay, we're done with those. Alright, so again, just remember that you have to do some adjustment, so it's always a good idea to have a pencil. Okay, now we have got activity E connected B, so that means I have to wrap this one off and accumulate for the needs. So probably I do D somewhere there. I put E there. That's my activity E. Okay, so now we have activity F right after C and D. So that means if I put activity F there, that's activity F. So I have to join D with the node. Okay, so we're going to have to do this, wrap it off, put it again. And there we go. Now you see why you need to use a pencil. Okay, now, so now activity G, that's the finishing line, and that the immediate predecessors, or the activity you have to do before activity G to finish it off, is E and F. So that means activity G has to be somewhere there because that's on the finish line. So activity G, again, we have to do the adjustment. So that means we have to make sure that this is sort of like in an angle. So we need to rub that button off. Likewise F. And we do it again. Just to make sure that a network has to be closed. Can't leave it open. Okay, that one was F. And that was E. Okay, I hope that is clear, and I'm going to go through also the critical path when to put and dummy activities in the next video. Alright, and also label the star actually before I finish it off. So that's how you write down a network from a precedence table.